Hello, I'm Sophia Lou and welcome to my channel.
Hello guys and welcome to this week's video. This week I thought I'd share with you one of my illustrations I'm doing for Mermay 2018. What is Mermay, some of you may be asking? It is a monthly challenge. Much like Inktober and Qvember, the challenge is to do a drawing every single day and around a certain theme. And so far I have shared 2 illustrations out of some of the ones that I've done. I worked a little bit ahead of schedule just so I could get the book printed in time for London Comic Con, because I wanted to have a Mermay zine again for London Comic Con, which is actually at the end of this month. So I'm about a week ahead of schedule, so I've done a few illustrations, mainly done some sketching just so then I'm a little bit ahead of schedule so I can work on X, Y and Z. This piece actually isn't for the 3rd day of Mermay, which is today. It's the 3rd day of Mermay. It's actually ahead in the book, but because it's so detailed I felt like it deserved its own video, and plus I really wanted to work hard on it and show all the details that I was doing and explain a bit about what I've changed this year from last year's Mermay. Last year in Mermay I worked in a Hobbycraft 12x12 scrapbook because I really liked the toned paper and I thought it'd be a bit more of a challenge to work on. From my trial and error last year, I've realised that there's certain things that worked on this paper and didn't work on this paper. So in case you're wondering, for this piece I am using my WH Smith pencils to sketch, Mangaka Flexible for lining, Prismacolor pencils which were gifted to me by my Secret Santa in December, and I am very pleasantly surprised how well these work on toned paper. And I use a white gel pen, which is the Pentel gel pen. I'll leave links to all the equipment that I've used down below. I really enjoyed working with toned paper last year and felt that it would be good for me to revisit that theme again and see how I've changed and what direction my work is changing in between then and now. This year I wanted to do a lot more detailed pieces. I wanted to redo some of my older pieces to show progression from last year, and because I've got a better understanding of what actually works in this paper, it meant that I could spend a little bit more time. I'm roughly spending around about an hour or 2 on each of these illustrations a day. This overall piece took a lot longer because of the detail. I think in the end it took around about 4 or 5 hours. There will be some jump cuts in this because I thought you'd get bored of watching me colour the entire thing. But Mermay is one of my favourite challenge months. It is a really fun challenge that anyone can take part in. You don't have to do it, don't have to specifically do it traditionally. You can work digitally and you can work really hard on it, and you don't have to work hard. You can just do small illustrations and you can just do so much with it that I really enjoy this overall theme. I like doing something out of, well, it's not really massively out of my comfort zone, but working on toned paper is not something that I would normally do, so pushing my boundaries in that aspect, as well as, you know, sometimes it's interesting to try and think of something different for mermaids every single day. I was really proud of what I did for Mermay last year, and I really wanted to step up the boundaries and work even harder this year and produce higher quality illustrations that I was proud of. Mermay always falls around about the time which I understand is really busy for a lot of people. It's the major start of convention season for me, so it tends to be that this month and next month I'm really busy, so I tend to have to work everything a little bit ahead of schedule just so I can get videos done in time, so I can get content printed out in time, and it can be quite difficult to like build up on those areas and like think about what you are doing. So if those who can't participate in Mermay this year, don't worry too much. I would say it's fine for you to participate anytime, just a bit when you have a freer schedule and you are more comfortable and able to work on it. And if you can, don't stress too much about it. It's not about your overly detailed pieces. Yes, this one is overly detailed, but it's not about pushing yourself to your boundaries. The whole challenge is to do a drawing every single day, and I'm actually planning to do a monthly challenge in August, which I'll leave more details about that closer to the day, and ask you to keep an eye out on that because it's something I've been working on in my Discord group. If you don't know, I opened up a Discord group about a few weeks ago now, and it's for everyone to participate, share their work, and just talk in general among artists and have fun. And if you do want to take part, I'll leave a link down below for you as well, so you can check that out. So the whole idea for this is I really wanted to do an overly colourful piece. I wanted to have really tropical vibes. I wanted you to feel like the water was almost like warm in temperature, that she was a tropical mermaid, that it's a very life-filled area. I chose to make the foreground extremely colourful and then dilute and desaturate the colours towards the back, just so that it created that sort of depth that I was after. There are improvements that I could make on this, but overall I'm extremely happy with the way that the piece came out. I think it's extremely colourful, and it's probably going to be the most detailed piece in the book, and I'm really excited to actually share the book with you. Oh my gosh, some of the illustrations I've done in there, I'm really proud of them, and I can't wait to show you the full sketchbook tour at the end of the month. I'm working on bits and pieces. I was even thinking of doing like some mini illustrations to go alongside it, just so I can challenge myself and keep on pushing myself every single day. So it's coming towards the end of this illustration, and you can see that I'm putting some final touches to it, add little bubbles, a little bit more movement, and here is the final piece. As you can see, it's extremely colourful, and I'm really proud of this, and I cannot wait to push myself even further out of my boundaries and try something a little bit different. Sorry for the squeaking, the cat is playing with the door. But these are the Prismacolors, and I highly recommend them on toned paper. Yes, they leave a slightly wax finish, but I'm really happy with them. I also use a little bit of the Koi watercolour brush markers just to fill in some spaces in the background, which I'll leave links to down below as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this piece, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do for Mermay. If you are participating, you can feel free to tag me on Instagram and Twitter and share your work with me. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Maybe like, comment, subscribe, but as always folks, stay creative